Hello and welcome to another edition of the Reserve Report, your source for what's going on locally and around the Reserve. I'm your host, Corporal Melissa Martins. Earlier this week, the Marine Corps Reserve kicked off its year-long Centennial celebration at Times Square in New York. The celebration highlights the achievements and history of the Reserve throughout the years. Our next video has more on the story.
We're in Times Square in New York. We're here to celebrate the 100 years of United States Marine Corps Reserves. We have the NYPD with us. We have some civilians, mostly private Marines, and us from different units. We're all Marines at the end of the day, you know. Once a Marine, always a Marine. You never lose that title. So it's good to bring us all together in one big formation to show that.
On behalf of Bill de Blasio, Mayor of the City of New York, do hereby proclaim August 28th through September 3rd, 2016 in the City of New York as United States Marine Corps Reserve Appreciation Week. Semper Fi, hoorah, welcome home.
Up in Michigan, Reserve Marines from across the United States participated in Exercise Northern Strike to help increase readiness amongst 20 military units from all service branches. Lance Corporal Dallas Johnson brings us more on the story.
Marines with Marine Forces Reserve participated in a multinational training event, Exercise Northern Strike 16, at Camp Grayling Joint Maneuver Training Center and the Alpena Combat Readiness Training Center in the first 3 weeks of August 2016.
You know, Reserve Marines have two roles in augmenting the active duty side. The first one is what we can think of as an operational reserve. That is, when today, in the missions that exist today, the active component requires additional capacity, we can activate Reserve Marines, very, very quickly get them to the level where there's really no difference between a Reserve Marine training and an active Marines training, and get them into the fight. The other role we have is a strategic reserve. That's in case that things go very badly in the world and we need to build a lot of combat power capacity. At that point, the reserve has a lot of combat power that can be, again, very, very rapidly brought up and in the fight join the active component to fight our nation's battles.
Exercise Northern Strike 16 brought together service members from 20 states and 3 countries. The exercise granted Reserve Marines the ability to train so that they can sustain proficiency in missions by air, land, and sea.
It gives them a chance to go out into the field and actually observe on a given location and actually report up to different individuals and actually see their surveillance being used.
Just seeing the way that the team leaders work with their Marines, you know, the squad leaders, platoon leaders, all of that, the coordination, you know, sitting in the background. When you're there doing it, you're only getting one order. You know, you're getting told what to do, when to do it, and all that. And being able to be in the background, you kind of see how, you know, the whole backdrop is and how much time and effort and, you know, the sweat that's put behind these Marines being able to get out here and get good training.
Reporting from Camp Grayling, Michigan, I'm Lance Corporal Dallas Johnson.
That does it for this edition of the Reserve Report. As always, for more news, photos, and videos, check out our website at www.marforres.marines.mil. I'm Corporal Melissa Martins. Thanks for watching.